Let the duel begin. In this video I'll be reviewing Sakura arms after this. Hey there, it's Theo from Geeky Gamer Guy. On this channel I do all things board games from top 5 lists of a specific topic, playthroughs, reviews, kono yoni, to how to plays called peep plays where my shirt disappears and I show you the full rules of the game at hand. So if you don't want to miss out, think about subscribing. Two goddesses known as Megami unleash powerful attacks on their opponent. Can you come out on top before the last petal falls? Let's find out. Sakura Arms is a one-on-one dueling game designed by Baka Fire and published by AEG. Before the game, players choose 2 of the available 7 Megami to use. Each Megami has a unique playstyle with their own set of 7 normal cards and 4 special cards with a special keyword only that Megami can use. Like Yurina, who has the resolve keyword that makes her cards more powerful if the player's life is 3 or less. Or Yukihi with the transform keyword that changes how cards act depending on if her umbrella is open or closed. Players must then build a deck from the combined cards to only 7 normal cards and 3 special cards. When forming the deck, players must take into account how to damage the enemy Megamis as well as how to defend against them. Then players shuffle the normal cards and lay the 3 special cards face up next to the board. After that, players take turns selecting cards and positioning themselves to fulfill them. To do that, they must move Sakura petals to and from the distance track. The petals flow in a rondel style to move to and from the distance to the aura, which acts as a shield to protect your life. Then from the aura, players can move petals to the flare to power their special cards. When a player makes an attack, the defending player decides between spending petals from the aura or life pools. If they choose to use life, those spent petals also go into the flare to power special cards. Once there are enough petals in the flare to power a special card, the player can play it just like cards from their hand, but is flipped over for the rest of the game, unless there's a card effect that flips it back. After that, the petals are sent into the shadow to float there until they are added to the distance or aura once again. Be careful though, after a player runs out of cards, they must pay 1 life to reshuffle the discard pile to form a new deck. The last player left with life wins. This one really surprised me. What a simple and elegant game. Once you understand how the rondel of Sakura petals work, the game flows so smoothly. It felt like a classic tug-of-war anime battle scene, both beautiful and menacing. I love the mini deck building of the cards before each game. Usually players have to manage 30 to 60 cards, but in this game it's condensed to only 10 cards, making decisions extra tough. The Megami all play very differently. Some need you to remove lots of Sakura petals to do melee attacks, while others need almost all the petals on the distance for long range ones. It gives the game a nice push and pull feeling between the players. The art and components are exceptional, making it a beauty to look at. The board is helpful with reminding players where they can move petals during turns. The cards are beautifully illustrated, giving each Megami a distinct look. Also love that they are all strong female women, kicking butt and taking names. Now that the wins are done, let's move on to the losses. Understanding how to add or remove petals to use a card was a bit of a hurdle for me. The rulebook wasn't entirely clear on it. So I first thought you needed to have that many petals to use the cards. It's actually much more straightforward. Once there are that many petals on the distance, you can perform the card's attack. Once that was ironed out, everything clicked and I was golden. Still totally worth mentioning here to save people from my headaches. Some Megami felt more powerful and less situational than others. It could just be the way I constructed my deck, but there were a couple games that I felt not up to snuff compared to the other player. I'm sure with time that will change though. So if you want a strategic 2-player game that plays quickly with beautiful anime art, you gotta check this out. Rating 7.5 out of 10. That's it! I hope you enjoyed the review. I'm doing a P-play of it very soon, so stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. Don't forget to smash that like button and click subscribe. It really helps. If you want more, check out what I'm playing over on my Instagram, or come interact with me on Twitter. I'd love to connect with you. Until next time, stay geeky, keep gaming.